What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Opinionated Off-Topic. Today, I'm your co-host, Cam Theory, with my co-host, co-founder, Carlos Mojica over there, looking real nice. Wish y'all could see what's been on his feet. He's been rocking some crazy shit lately, you know?
But it's not. You was talking about crazy. Can the camera see the feet right now?
Him too. Our guest came in here just burning down the walkway. But today we got a lovely guest, Richie, aka Rich the Mack. Just dropped his debut
mixtape.
Yeah, his debut mixtape project last week on the, what was that, 20th? February?
Yeah,
January 20th.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he just dropped. Make sure y'all stream that shit, run up his numbers. But we're sitting down with him, about to chop it up, learn more about him, and dive into his story. So
Thank you for gassing me up, by the way.
of course,
It's simple, it ain't crazy, but he walked in. I was like, oh, hey, all right. You said he got those for retail, right?
Nah, I got them a little bit when resale wasn't too crazy, like 1,200 back in I think it was 2020 when they came out. Yeah, now it's like 2,000 something.
I mean, that's still crazy.
Yeah, the resale is through the
most.
roof right now.
The most I've ever paid was like $485.
Yeah, no, this is a whole down payment on a car.
Yeah.
For what?
Like,
I was going crazy.
My belugas.
Oh, okay.
The belugas are like $485
Oh shit, yeah,
Yeah.
damn.
at the time.
Yeah, those are
The
nice.
2.0s though, not the original ones.
Oh, not the original.
Now, yeah, my size is like 800 now.
Oh,
What's
shit.
the most expensive? Quick question: what's the most expensive shoes y'all own?
The
Right
belugas, those.
here.
For those that, if you can't, I don't know if
Should
the
I
camera
take
can
it
see it or not.
Yeah, go ahead.
But,
yeah.
Right here.
Wow. You see that? You see that? That's heat.
quality.
That's heat.
quality.
Yes, sir.
But anyways,
Most expensive shoes I own is the Obsidians, but I got them.
Oh shit, which ones?
The
The
ones.
ones.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
but I got them before they like shot up in
Went
price.
crazy. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Obsidians are nice.
I got them for like $250. Now they're like close to $7.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Yeah.
Oh,
Last time I checked, they were like $6, close to $7.
I just
the
checked
Black
last
Cats.
night.
Really? How much are they now?
For something.
The Black Cats, I had those whenever they were sitting on the shelves. They were like 190 when I got them off of StockX. Now they're like 800, like 1,000 almost.
Sheesh.
Yeah, no, those are a
Those
good
will go
investment.
up though. They're gonna keep. They'll like those shoes will probably
They just
fluctuate.
I really don't know
yeah.
why though. It just happened
It's
out of
the
nowhere.
mark. I mean, it's
Yeah.
whatever we say.
Yeah,
It's
it
nice.
is.
Whatever's-
I swear
whatever's
when they
in.
came out, when they came out, nobody like wanted them like that. Like they liked them, but they didn't want them like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Now they're probably 1,000 already. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, because I sold. Oh my god, I sold on the Cactus Jack 4s.
Oh,
Bro, I
I
told
could
him
have
to
got
get
them,
them,
bro.
bro.
I could have got them at like 320.
yeah, no, they're pretty expensive.
Bro, I was
now.
like, bro, get them. It was before Astro World came out. He was like, nah, I don't think. He's like, I don't think they're gonna go up like that. I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, like when that album drops, they're gonna shoot up. And
those are blue ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
Oh, those are
Force.
nice. Those
Yeah.
are
I
nice.
sold.
No, the purple ones are crazy.
The
Friends
purple
and
ones are
Family,
the purple
those
ones are nice.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Those are
The
crazy.
PlayStation ones that only got like 5 made, those are fire
Oh,
too.
yeah, the
but
black ones, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah, those
nobody
are-
knows who has them though. Like because the winners never got announced or whatever.
Oh, they
or
did
the
a
people. Yeah, well, they didn't do a raffle. They did something, but the people, whoever got them, like they never announced who got them.
Damn.
So there's only like, well, they only made like 4 or 5.
I feel like I've
pairs.
seen that mock-up of the PlayStation shoes for a while now.
Yeah,
Shit.
but
Damn,
yeah,
that'd be crazy to
somebody
see
got
that in
them.
person.
But anyways, thank you for taking time with Jake. I'm on the show. Means a lot. Just give us a
For
little
sure.
background story where you came from, how you started doing what you're doing now.
I came from. I was born in Utah. I stayed there for about 2 months. My family moved down to us, and ever since then we kind of just been chilling in the area, going
Yeah.
from Pflugerville to Hutto, around the area. Growing up, I was pretty much like the average kid. I'm not gonna gas myself up saying I was doing some crazy, incredible shit at a young age. I was the average kid. My family didn't have a lot of money, so we were just chilling, getting by. And then, got to the point where music just started to consume myself, and that's really what became my identity.
Did you do anything growing up as a kid? Play sports, video games, skate, any of that?
I played a lot of sports.
Yeah.
I played football, track, soccer, field. I tried basketball. I'm not too good at basketball. So, not everybody can be good at basketball.
Yeah.
But, I tried basketball, tennis, swimming.
You done it all.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my
Okay.
family
You-
has, they have the
done
gene.
it all.
You know what I mean? My family has the gene. So, tennis I feel like definitely came naturally. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm left-handed.
Okay.
I'm a left-handed as well.
Yeah, in sports, that's an advantage. So like even in baseball too. So
that's what I
being
played.
left-handed,
Yeah.
for sure. Tennis, football, powerlifting was my favorite.
Oh, you powerlifted?
Okay.
Yeah, I
Nice.
did a little bit of competition too when I was in high school.
Okay.
Okay. What weight class were you at?
I was at 160, I think, back then. I'm 180 now.
Nice.
So if I ever got back into it, I'd be doing whole different ball game. There's a lot of people in that weight class.
Bro, yeah, I mean,
pull a lot of weight.
I would, because if I ever competed in that, I'd probably have to cut down because I'm like 180 as well.
Oh yeah,
so
it's
I'd
like
have
same build.
be like 150 probably.
Yeah, no,
to
that
like
shit's crazy.
compete.
It takes a lot.
You know,
Takes a lot
people
out
are
of it
strong,
to
bro.
do that.
Yeah, and cutting sucks too.
No, it
I
does.
don't know how it is in like powerlifting, like what goes into that
Oh, bro,
part of
people-
it. But
people
like
go crazy.
I watch a lot of UFC, and then they
Oh,
do
yeah.
a shit ton of
All that
weight
water
cutting.
weight.
Yeah.
Nah, that shit sucks. I knew a dude in high school. I think he dropped like 5 pounds in a day or something, or some shit like 10 pounds or something. He's going crazy on the I think it was like the laxatives or something, trying to get all that weight out of him. He's really committed to it. He really committed.
That just made me think of this shit I saw on Twitter, bro, and they like put laxatives in people's stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But go ahead.
He was really committed to it. He was really strong too. So I got to give that to him. You know, he's doing what he can to get by. So I don't think he met the mark though. So
No.
it must have been a bad day for him.
Man.
Did you go to college or anything?
Yeah, I did 1 year at Temple, not the one in Temple, but there's one in Huddle. So I was doing community college.
Oh, you're doing community
It's right
college.
next to my
Yeah.
house. Yeah, and after that first year, I was like, I can't do this.
That's
I
how
took
it
a gap
was.
year and it just never picked up.
Yeah.
I would have been a senior by now in college.
What'd you originally go for?
I went for a 2 year. I was gonna go into business, but I didn't finish the first year. I was gonna transfer the second year, but if I ever did go back, I'd probably do all my time over there,
Yeah.
something like that. I'm pretty good with numbers.
So what got you into music?
Really, it was just at a young age. I feel like my dad kind of rubbed off on me. He always like would play me his music. And I don't know if y'all are familiar with Air Supply at all, but it's like a older, I think it's a band, and it's from the '70s. They made a lot of like love music. So at a young age, I didn't get any of that. My dad would tell me sing along to it. Understand the lyrics, but I'm like 6. I don't know
Yeah.
what the fuck love is. So. Through the years progressed, I eventually started to, really grasp, what music is to people, because my dad limited what I could listen to. And first rap song I heard was "Energy" by Drake. And that's when "If You're Reading This Is Too Late" first came out. And from then, I just really got consumed. And going from that music my dad played for me into like rap music, I got really invested, and I wanted to learn more and more and more, to the point where it's like I gotta make my own shit now. And like y'all said, y'all like the project, so it's rubbing off a little bit. I'm still growing, but it's a long journey.
That was the first rap song you heard?
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
That is crazy thing. It just makes us feel old.
That's a really good Drake song
yeah,
too.
that makes us feel old though.
Yeah, it sounds like killer. I was like energy. Then so I was like, damn.
Yeah, my dad was really religious, so all the music
Okay,
I
that's
listened
fair
to.
too, yeah.
No, I literally haven't heard a song over the '90s until that point.
You know what's crazy? It's like think about too is like we grew up with the radio. Like I feel like
Yeah.
people like a little younger than us, if they didn't have older siblings, they didn't like listen to the radio growing up. So that's interesting.
Yeah, no.
93.3.
Yeah.
The beat. Yeah, that's crazy. Bless you.
Thank you.
No, really, yeah. All of much of what I heard was like '70s, '80s, '90s. My dad would play me country music, but I'm not really the biggest fan of country music. So when I heard rap, it was just like blew my fucking mind.
Rap there's just something in rap that just moves you differently.
Nah, for real.
It's the beats for sure, but it just I don't know.
They put a
It
lot
just
of thought into it.
Yeah, it's a lot more motivating than like
For sure.
Yeah, and it just
any other music.
and just like what it appeals to, like when you're younger, like playing sports, like you hear rap songs and like
Yeah.
it's like also the popular thing.
Or even hear like Graduation for the first time. That was the first CD I ever bought. That's what inspired me to make my own, because one day someone's gonna have one of my CDs, even though CDs kind of been phased out, and just listen to it the same way I did. I'm like, damn, like this shit really like is on a different level than anything I've ever heard in my life up until this point.
So Graduation was the first CD you bought?
Yeah, it was kind of late though. I think
Yeah.
2014, 15. I think it was like right after Drake, when I first started listening to Drake.
Did you just find Drake or you?
Yeah, I kind of just, it was by accident. I was in my keyboarding class, and I was on Internet Explorer, and that shit's really laggy. So I just clicked on YouTube or somewhere, and it loaded the Energy music video. And then it just kind of came from there. And I listened to it by accident. I was like, I heard the beginning, the guy's like, liquid means rewind, the gunshot means Vinewood, and then the gunshots, and I was confused. And I heard him rapping, and I was like, damn.
Like how old were you when that came out? Or not when it came out, but like when you
I
did
think
that?
I was 13, 12.
Damn, bro, that's so
Yeah, I was
crazy. to me.
really young. I was really young.
That's so
How old
crazy.
were we?
Bro, we were in high school when that came out. Dead ass.
We're seniors, weren't
Nah,
we?
we were. I know.
No, we were
We
seniors.
were-
We were
Yeah,
seniors
we were
because
seniors, bro.
That's
I
when
think- yeah,
Travis,
we were-
because Travis was on there.
Yes.
Yeah, he was on company.
Yes.
And then the next
And
time,
then, like,
the next year is when he released Rodeo.
Yeah, and then running through the
Six with my
Oh,
wolves.
we were
Yeah, bro.
seniors.
I was in sixth grade. I was in sixth grade.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. No,
That's
that is crazy.
Bro,
That's fucking
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Damn. So you just from that point, did you just go down like a rabbit hole of like rap?
Yeah.
And then how did you like? Did you like hide it from your parents, or at that point were they like you're old enough to like
Nah.
listen to whatever you want?
My mom, I don't know how really she feels about rap music too much. I know she didn't like Eminem for whatever reason. You know how.
I mean, Eminem back in the day was a little.
Yeah, he was really violent.
Understandable.
So my mom would trash talk him a lot in his music, and it got to the point where I would just get my AirPods, my headphones, whatever, just plug it in, just kind of tune in. I remember I was playing football at the time, so music is like really big part of sports, and they would play stuff on the speakers, and I'll be shazamming it, trying to figure out what it is. The next day I'll go back, learn all the lyrics, so when they play it again, I'll be singing it word for word on the field and whatnot.
Did you hide it from your dad too?
Yeah.
Dang.
The thing with my dad, though, I should have brought this up earlier. My dad passed away in 2014. So kind of really after that is when I started, venturing into that because I didn't have that limiting factor anymore.
Gotcha.
So when I really started to go down that rabbit hole, I started going on Genius, kind of doing my own research, like why they made this type of song, or, like what the production's about, you know what I mean? Kind of the details really about the music in whole.
So, like, I guess becoming like a student of the game and just kind of like, digging into the crates, like just learning.
Yeah.
And then you like purchase Graduation. So I guess after Drake and then obviously Kanye, like who were like the artists that you really gravitated to besides
Definitely.
those guys?
Drake, Kanye, Travis for sure. Travis was one of the first early ones. I remember when Days Before Rodeo, I think that's like a year before it dropped. Yeah, something like that. I started playing that shit like crazy. And Kanye, Drake, J. Cole, 2014 Force Hills dropped too. That was the second CD I ever bought.
Okay.
I was in the car. My mom was at the mall or something, so she was just grabbing a few things, and I had that playing in the car, and it just blew my mind. Biggie Smalls too, really big Biggie Smalls fan. There's a freestyle on YouTube called the Fulton Street Freestyle. It's when Biggie Smalls really had his first appearance in like a video, for his rapping ability. I think he was like 16 when I dropped, and he's like freestyling against some dude named Primo. And that really kind of drove me towards it also. Your words being able to move people. I think that's what stuck out to me the most about music, rap music.
What made you want to buy? So like you heard Energy, and then I'm assuming you heard the rest of the album.
Yeah.
But like, how'd you even like stumble across Kanye and make that want to be like the first CD you bought, especially like a tape that released almost like 10 years ago at that point?
Yeah, well,
something like
yeah,
that,
like
8,
It came, 8, 7. It came out.
Yeah,
in
close to
07.
10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, I think that was around the time when I was close to when Life of Pablo was dropping, I think, because it was like the year after. And there's like a lot of debate between Drake and Kanye at that time. And it got really high during that point, like the tensions. And, I checked it out, and it really blew my mind because Drake and Kanye are like different sides of the spectrum. Drake is really perfectionist for his rapping, his talent. But Kanye has like a whole different like artistic, integrity side, with the production, kind of what he puts into his work. Because Graduation is really nothing I feel like Drake's ever made, and vice versa.
Graduation. I don't know if that's my favorite tape. Because College Dropout goes crazy.
Yeah, College Dropout is crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a good tape to have.
Graduation
Yeah,
is my
for
favorite
sure.
Kanye
Is
album.
it?
Yeah.
That's a good tape to have for sure.
That one or My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That shit blew my
that-
mind when I heard it. I ain't
that-
never forget that.
That album's just
Runaway is crazy.
top to bottom, just insane.
That's crazy.
Who do you have like a between the two at the time? At the time, you have like, oh man, I
was
like
really-
Drake more.
I was
like,
really
like
big on
Kanye.
Drake.
You're big on Drake at that time.
Really big on Drake.
Yeah.
But Kanye too, he's just like, when you watch his documentaries, his backstory, it's like, he's really like us, at the time. It's really like if one of us made it, that's how I feel about it. 'Cause
Yeah.
Drake's backstory is kind of different. He was an actor on Degrassi, so, like, not to say he had money or anything, but there's definitely like that difference because, like I was talking to y'all before it started, like my family is a little bit lower income. So, Kanye growing up in Chicago, poor with his mom, that definitely stuck out to me more. And, the documentaries and shit like that kind of drove me towards him. But Drake overall is just my more favorable choice.
And then how does your mom feel about the route that you went with the music?
Man, my mom hasn't heard the project yet.
No? Does she know that you rap though?
No, she does. She got me a gift on my birthday. It was like a lyrical notebook, and
That's
it blew me away. It blew me away.
That's cool.
I don't know how she found out, but
So you didn't even tell her?
Nah.
Dang.
Wow. You know, she doing her research, so
Okay.
I definitely popped up on her explore page or something.
I had to something.
Before, like, I guess that, like, what was the moment, you know, because you said you played sports and stuff like that, but what was the moment that you were listening to all this music, you know, doing your research on these artists, and you were just like, I want to do it too?
I remember it so perfectly. When I broke my shoulder during sports, I had to sit out for a little bit. And at that point, I was juggling a lot with my life because I also wanted to do YouTube because I had a channel where I restored shoes and all that. And music was just like such a growing passion, balancing all of it together. I would be editing videos till like 3, wake up for practice at like 4:30, and then, you know, going up to school day. When I tore my labrum and I kind of like messed up my whole shoulder in general, I had time to sit and think about it. And, you know, at that moment, I was like, all that progress I built up with sports, like I could throw all that away and start music. So I was just like, you know, I thought it was a gamble worth taking, you know, and I think it was the right decision because sports, especially someone my size, I really don't think I would have went that far. You know, I'm not really the biggest person. I'm also not really, you know, the most talented person at sports.
I don't know. It's for me. It's because I also tore my labrum.
Yeah, shit sucks.
Playing baseball, and then that was like that was it for me. But I wanted to like pursue it. But for me, it's just like sports is a little bit different. Like you can give up on it anytime.
Yeah.
When you're young, like I'm not gonna make it to the NBA. I'm not gonna make it to the NFL. But like that's the only thing that that's it. Like once you stop, that's it.
Yeah.
Music, you can pick up anytime. Exactly. Playing video games, you can pick up anytime. Yeah. Working whatever, you can pick up anytime, any age, anywhere.
Yep.
Once you stop playing sports, like once you hit a certain age, there's just no going back.
Yeah, there's a lot of momentum you can't really build back up in sports.
So it just holds a different place in my heart for me. For sure. Since I got hurt.
Yeah.
And then it just that's it. Yeah. And after sports, I could have done whatever.
I think, you know, that's a good point because I kind of brought into it. I was like, is it really worth doing all this? When I know music is just like, you know, a whole different ball game I could really get into more than football or powerlifting, track or soccer, any of that. So that really transcended me. And that's when I started writing music around 2017. I started writing before I even really started putting stuff out. So I had a lot of practice, a lot of knowledge too.
When you were writing, did you just write, or is it like you went on YouTube and listened to beats and then you like wrote to the beats?
Yeah, just like that. And I actually used to write for other people when I started.
Really?
Yeah.
Ghostwriter over here for people.
Yeah, I started off a ghostwriter for other people, and you know, it was obviously starting point in my career, so it wasn't all that, but you know, it was a good experience. I get to sit in the room with other people and just put ideas down onto paper, seeing what sticks and what doesn't. And one of the earliest studios I went to, his name was Melvin Banks. He had this bedroom studio. We kind of just sat there and started writing music, started, you know, putting stuff down, but none of it really came out. You know, it was all right. But, you know, I kept practicing. I kept getting better at it to the point where I can feel comfortable putting stuff out.
All your beats that you have on this mixtape, yours, or you bought them?
I bought them.
You bought them?
I did a lot of searching on YouTube for different type beats.
Yeah. So I guess because we've had artists on that make their beats and then obviously buy their beats, but never really asked this question about like that process. So when you're going to buy these beats and whatnot, how like is that exchange? You just like email them and then they just send it to you, or like
it's a pretty simple process most of the time.
Okay.
They have BeatStars. I don't know if
that's what I've heard.
Yeah, they have leases. You know, you can buy the beat full out, which usually costs a lot of money because that's income taken away from what they could be potentially earning.
Yeah,
or you can
that
do
song
like,
could go crazy too. So they got to kind of project it enough to where they're going to get some kind of return on investment.
Yeah, exactly. But some of them will just let you buy the beat out for like $40. They're trying to make a name, you know, put themselves out there. So really BeatStars, my friend Marcus also, he's very important to the whole story of it. He makes beats, so, you know, he'd be playing me stuff, I'd write to it, we'd practice with that. And on the deluxe, he actually has a beat on there.
Have you tried making beats?
Man, I tried. It's just...
It's not this.
Yeah, no. It's like if I tried engineering for myself, it just feels like so much work that, you know, someone else could do that I feel like my brain really just isn't made for it. You know, I'm trying to learn all the specific sports still though. But engineering, producing, I just leave that to them. I can't.
Yeah. Do you have a different respect for people who do it all?
It's a lot. It's a lot of respect because I know I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I have ADHD, so I can't really sit in one spot.
You got to keep moving.
Move around a lot, so I can't do that.
One of our homies, he does everything himself.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
Yeah, and it's just a lot too, and it's like you said, feel like you're just doing so much at once.
Yeah,
that it's hard to like really master something because you're just kind of growing up like all together.
Exactly. So it's props out to him. That takes a lot, and even people like J. Cole and Kanye, they do a lot of their stuff. Tyler too.
I think a lot of artists too, like after they kind of made it, like kind of started getting back to that because like Logic, he like didn't really produce. And then, like, once he blew up, he, like, started producing himself. And J. Cole's kind of always done the same thing. But I always feel like you, like, go back, and try to, like, learn. Because I feel like it does help the overall project when you're able to, discuss, like, with the producer or engineer, like, why does this sound a certain way? Or you might be like, do that or do this, just little tidbits here and there.
Yeah, it's also interesting because Chief Keef, he has a production placement on Eternal Take, and I thought that's interesting because you get to that point in your career where you really want to try everything. So I definitely feel like that's a pathway I'm gonna cross eventually.
He just executive produced Trippie Redd's album.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's live. I didn't know that. That's cool as well.
So you start writing, you start learning how to rap, make music. What made you come up with your name, Rich the Mack?
Rich the Mack is actually inspired by Biggie Smalls. That was one of my very big early influences, and really like I would do so much research into him. I listened to every song he's ever made, and I feel like at a point, I really wanted to meet him, but he's dead. So like, I feel like paying tribute to him, like he really put me onto so much like knowledge of rap music. He made me study like for real, like take it really seriously. So he has a song called the Macks and the Dons. Mm-hmm. And originally my Instagram handle, I was still trying to just find a handle, not even a name. It was the Mack the Don, but I was like, that's too long. So I put Rich in front, and it's Rich the Mack. And it's really just a tribute to Biggie Smalls.
That's super dope.
So you're a Biggie fan, not a Tupac fan?
No, really big, man. I love Tupac, but Biggie has that special place in my heart. His music is crazy.
Growing up, I was a Tupac guy, not a Biggie guy.
Damn.
Yeah.
No, I think that even plays an influence into like my R&B side. So like on the project, you'll definitely hear like the slower cuts.
Some slow cuts.
Like that East Coast.
Yup.
Yeah.
I fucking love that music, bro.
Yeah, that shit's nice. You got like a lot of range, which we'll talk about, but on that project, there's a lot of. I was talking to CJ because we were playing. I was like before you came here, just playing it, and I was like, yeah, bro, like it's his first tape, but he has a lot of different variety on there, so you kind of like get a taste of like what he can do.
I kind of see it as like a playlist a little bit, because a lot of music when artists drop albums now, it's kind of like it just goes straight to playlist. Like people don't play that album front to back. So for my first project, I kind of just wanted to start with something simple, easy to digest.
Yeah, and I think like that's kind of how Drake's music has been lately.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna get. You get the 3-4 club song. You might get like 3 club songs. You're gonna get like 1 or 2 like certified hit. Everyone knows it. Now he's like giving you the dance hall shit. He's giving you like slow cuts, and then he'll give you some deep cuts where he's like rapping and like really talking about stuff. So it's like you said, but like there's people that like all of that, or there's people that like certain parts of that music. So you are making something that appeal for everybody, Yeah,
and I really want to get into Latin music too because my family's from South America. We speak Spanish, so not necessarily like Bad Bunny is a really big influence on me. Yeah, just like his music, he's really crazy, very versatile artist. I love his music.
I don't understand it, but it sounds good. Like no lie, it does sound good.
He puts a lot of like work into the production. Like he dropped, I think it was 24, right? 24 or 25 song album.
Yeah,
Un Verano Sin Ti.
Yeah.
No, he put a lot into that to like have the retention that high. That's, I think, what I respect the most.
Bro, there's a song on there where it's like 2 parts and it starts with like some heavy drums.
Oh,
and then
you're
it
talking
like
about
switches
Titi
and,
and
it has the girl at the end and she's like, that song is ridiculous.
Yeah, no, he put a lot of work into that shit. I respect that a
crazy.
lot because he dropped a lot of music before that. And, making it diverse like that is something I really want to reach towards. So, Latin artists really are on the come up now. So, I don't want to capitalize off of it.
Yeah.
But like Latin music is definitely something I want to dabble in.
Okay.
Out of respect for my family and, just in general.
Yeah, that'd be super
Put in
cool.
my foot in the doorstep.
Yeah, I don't know what that man's saying, but hey, people love it.
He's got a way
and it sounds it just sounds
good.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Being able to transcend yourself like that into people that don't speak
exactly.
Spanish.
Like I'll listen to Bad Bunny, I literally don't even speak Spanish.
Smart
so
guy,
that's
smart guy.
Yeah, that's dope.
I kind of envy you in a way because you can't bro. I still can't go with the fact that your first rap song you heard was Energy.
Yeah.
Like you just came into music at such a perfect time.
That's what
because you have all the old music that came out that you can go back to and listen to, and for you it's just kind of timeless because that's the first time hearing it, and then you got the music during that time that came out, and then you have the music that's out now.
2016 came right after too, and that was arguably one of the golden years of music.
Yeah,
that was
Lil
a
Uzi
perfect
drops,
time.
bro.
Views, Rihanna.
Jealous.
No, that was a crazy time.
Yeah,
I'm gonna lie.
That was. What else was something else was that year?
I don't know, bro. A lot.
So much.
There's a lot that year. Yeah,
and I think I came into the right time too, because in my opinion, I think If You're Reading This Is Too Late is his best project. In my opinion, Star 6'7" is one of his best songs. And that's a crazy ass song. He put that together. And I think on an interview, he said he put that album together in 6 months or something, or 6 weeks, I believe, something like that. So
which is crazy to think about because now it's he takes. I don't know how long he takes to make the album, but it's usually
a long wait,
like a year or so layoff for him to.
Do y'all like CLB? Y'all think it's worth the wait?
It was okay. I mean, I don't know. For me, people call me a Drake hater, and I'm not a Drake hater, but I'm a realistic person. I don't think everything he drops, and this is with any artist, is the best thing ever. You know, how just Drake fans are.
Yeah.
They just think everything he drops is the best thing ever. He can't miss. He can't make a bad song, which is technically true because of how well he sells.
Yeah.
But at the same time, for me, it just when I started listening to Drake was overly not overly dedicated as Kendrick. November 19th.
November 15th.
Or 15th.
Yeah,
But this first So Far Gone. I was a Drake I grew up listening to because our music days
we're in middle school.
Our music days are different. We were Dat Piff, get on Dat Piff,
LimeWire.
download mixtapes, LimeWire.
You say
we didn't have the access that y'all did.
That.
Really,
Kendrick missing that point when that artist first comes onto the scene. I think that's one of the most special moments. So Bad Bunny, I remember when he really started getting national coverage. So I was there from the start, really, when he started getting that appeal. So Drake, for example, when he started really coming up, I wish I was there for that. I wish I was there when Kendrick, like you said, overly dedicated when that came out, and people were going crazy.
Bro, the come up is crazy because every artist that we listened to in the mixtape days all did well. Big Sean, Wiz Khalifa,
J.
Cole, Logic, they all got to a point to where they were mainstream and big.
Yeah.
Now it's
so many rappers just don't make it.
Now it's different. You don't really see the come up of people now. Now someone will make a song and they're immediately already on the scene. Yeah. And then there was maybe another era after mixtape days, which was probably SoundCloud. Yeah, which is probably the next thing because it is streaming.
And now even SoundCloud's dying out, so we're in the TikTok phase.
Yeah, so
unfortunately.
Yeah. I think mixtape days were some of the best days.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt about this. That's why I want to do a mixtape because I know that feeling. When you pop in a mixtape, it's really some special shit compared to what they usually drop as albums.
And then artists would get on other people's songs.
Yeah,
and
Lil Wayne.
Oh my god,
he was going crazy.
Lil Wayne on the mixtapes, bro.
And even too, you saying you were in the car listening to Forest Hills Drive. Most people weren't doing that. You know what I mean? And so it's super cool that I don't know we talk about all the time, vintage is clothing, vintage is coming back in style, all old stuff. All that since to come back, now it's cool to buy vinyls,
Yeah, so. Even CDs are on the rise again.
Yeah,
which is crazy to me because when I was collecting CDs, everyone called me stupid. But
I mean, it's an art at the end of the day.
It's just collectible.
Yeah, it's a collectible. Yeah. I mean, we have all these vinyls right here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, they're collectibles, and I don't know. They're just dope to have.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I wish I still had some of the CDs I had, or the at least the cases or covers or something. Because I mean, the art goes into that too.
Yeah, for sure.
So
for sure.
I fuck with CDs.
It's definitely important. You might remember an album literally because of what you
cover.
saw. Literally for me, it's Good Kid, Mad City. I just every time I think about it, I just think of the purple van.
Yeah,
that's all I think about.
And there's a crazy deep meaning behind it.
Yeah,
too. Just one picture is so many words.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, I mean, you literally hear the album when you see That album, that cover.
Even when you break it down, like the writing on the bottom, that was done by Schoolboy Q, which I didn't even know that.
Really?
Yeah, he did like writing on a piece of paper or something like that. Yeah, and it was like, it's like hidden things in there. Mine, I didn't really, it was my first one, so I didn't really go too crazy on the cover.
Yeah. What made you or I guess like how much thought went into that? Because
the cover?
Because you talked about the cover and then like the rollout and all that stuff. So
I had a cover before that. The one that I designed is I kind of always like stuck to the color scheme of like the gray, darker colors. I feel like that's the type of music, it kind of embodies, I really feel like the color choice is really what also like ties the album together. So you see like covers like Graduation's like purple. You get that vibe. It's like a fun, vibrant album. This one's like a darker, slower, but also, has like its upside to it. So it's like chill music, something you could smoke to, That's the visual representation. And I took that picture in L.A. My friend Randolfo took that picture.
That's fire. That's funny that you mentioned that because I literally saw a Wiz Khalifa tweet today that said, it's crazy that no one's making music you can smoke to anymore.
Yeah, that's my whole goal. Late night drives.
That is true, bro.
Late night drives.
It's all, and the only people that do it are like literally the people that like that's like Currency and like when they drop Larry June, like
Larry June's fire.
Yeah,
Larry June's fire.
He's fire. I gotta see him live. That dude is fire.
He saw him.
Bro,
you did?
He performed like 35 songs. Me and CJ went. CJ pulled up with me, and CJ had never really listened to him, but
dude, he's fire.
Bro, he literally performed like 35 songs. Like it was crazy, bro. Like he was not stopping. And he got the good job. Yeah, and his merch is fire too, bro. He has a Midnight Organic like brand. That shit's fire.
Dude, he's fire. Yeah. I don't know. Him too. Baby Keem also.
Baby Keem.
God damn, I gotta see him live. That dude's crazy.
The only people I want to see live is J. Cole and Trippie Redd.
Oh, damn, J. Cole. Damn, you need to see him before he retires.
I have to.
Soon.
This last album, tour, you got
I have to. Yeah. I don't care what I have to pay, I'm paying it.
I think he has 2 more left. It's a boy and then the fall off.
Yeah, and the
fall off, yeah.
Oh,
so, man. But my plan is if I don't see him when he goes on tour, I still want to go to Dreamville Festival.
For sure. Oh, shit. Yeah, I just remembered that.
Yeah. I still want to go do that.
Yeah, JID too. I want to see him live. Yeah. That last tape he dropped was crazy.
Crazy, bro. That shit was one of the best albums last year.
I think that's top 3 best albums this year.
I feel like he's very underrated.
Yo, he is. 100%.
He is.
But it sucks because it's like you have him, but then you have Boss.
Yeah.
But like J. Cole kind of like, I feel like, doesn't favor Boss, but like kind of promotes him more.
Yeah, they promote certain artists more than others.
But like Jid's, not many people know Jid and how like crazy he actually
Ari
is.
Ari Lennox is on there too, right?
She is on there.
She is.
Nice.
She's nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Because I know it's Luke, J. Cole, Jid, Boss,
Smino. He's super cool too.
There's one more, I think.
Isn't it Earth Gang?
Earth Gang, yeah, that's the last one.
Yeah,
They have a lot of. I feel like even as a label, like a super label, they have a lot of untapped potential. That Under the Sun cipher they did, that shit was crazy.
Cause is on there too.
Cause is on
there.
That song he did with J. Cole.
Yeah, he's nice
on
too.
Cause and Effect.
Yeah.
That goes crazy.
Yeah.
No, he does. That dude's fire.
And on Revenge of the Dreamers 2, they did, wasn't Cage Bird, wasn't that him and Cause?
Yeah.
I think I heard that one.
You have?
Low key, probably not, because when you got into music, that came out like before he was like.
Yeah,
that came out like
really?
that was
like,
old. Yeah, that's old.
Omen?
Shit.
Did we say Omen?
Yeah.
Omen's
all that stuff's old, bro. Like all that stuff came out like before. If you're reading this, it's too late.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Did you listen to Friday Night Lights?
J. Cole, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Dreamers. That was the first one, right?
Yeah, it's a series. They did 3.
No, but that was the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Revenge of the Dreamers, the first one.
Around the same time?
I don't know when
first one came out probably like
2011 or
something. Or like sophomore, probably like sophomore year.
But go listen to that. That was fire.
My favorite song, I think of Friday Night Lights is Young Simba. Young Simba. I love that song. I used to play the fuck out of that song.
Yeah, that song goes crazy.
I like that. Damn.
Man,
There's so much music. I'm jealous of you.
So, and then obviously you called your first project the Underdog. Is that just kind of how you've like felt your whole life?
Yeah.
Like, why'd you go with that title?
I've been sitting on that word for a while. When you see one word, you just start seeing it everywhere. That's kind of how I felt. For a long time, I feel like I was really underrated. Just like my artistic vision and everything. I felt like at one point we were all underdogs. We all felt like we had this potential we had to reach. So. Obviously it's just like a character, I'm not always going to be the underdog, but it's like a moment in time where, a lot of people thought I couldn't deliver on my first project. I ended up doing exactly that. And with the deluxe, it could be exactly that and more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like a character arc, like how you know, Drake has his Certified Lover Boy, whatever. Like, you know, the thing he does, or like Travis, he has a certain rollouts for Astro World, or like Birds in the Trap and all that. It's kind of like a character, you know, for like a moment in time.
Yeah. Okay. Is that the deluxe or no?
No, I dropped a deluxe on the 24th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those extra songs on there, what are those?
Those ones, some of them are kind of just like thrown in there as like a placeholders, you know, just until I have like the whole thing finalized.
Yeah. And those are like probably like demos too, like stuff you might not release.
Some stuff
you know?
are just like beats on there, you know, stuff I wanted to see how it sounded on the CD player. So that's really the first official CD print.
That's interesting too, because I feel like a lot of artists probably don't even do that because you know, like they make a lot of, you know, money from their album or whatever, and they're probably like, oh, I'm gonna drop a vinyl and a CD and a cassette with this. Yeah, but they probably don't actually put it on. I mean, they could, but they probably don't actually put it on there and then like listen back to it. So it's cool that you did that, just, you know, just to hear how it sounds, because it does sound different. Like people don't realize like playing a vinyl sounds 100%. Like completely different.
Crazy. It sounds crazy different.
Yeah,
and I think it like adds like a. I feel like when you play it off like a CD player, you can kind of hear like what time period it was made. Yeah. You know, like in the car, sometimes you really just kind of just listen to the music. You don't really hear it.
What do you think, like, I guess, going forward? Because this album does have range. There's just different stuff. But going forward, are you going to, like, stay like that? Or are you going to, like, or do you think you're, like, a certain type of...
I'm definitely going to venture outward. Yeah. You know, I mentioned earlier I was going to do some Latin music. I don't think I'd, you know, put that on a project, per se. Just kind of, like, test the waters a bit. My friend's dad knows one of Daddy Yankee's producers. So
wow.
Yeah. And they went to his house to give him some custom merch, too.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
So, you know, obviously, like, I'm at that point where like Daddy Yankee wouldn't reach out to me like his producers, but you know what I mean? It's good to have those connections.
No doubt.
Yeah, start doing Latin music or something. I definitely like Afrobeat a lot, you know, but I don't want to, you know, like there's certain territories I have to stay away from just because, you know, it's kept to a certain culture. I don't want to, you know, disrespect them or anything. So
would you ever do like a Spanglish type thing in your, in your
100%.
music? Yeah.
I was talking to my friend Marcus, you know, Bad Bunny, he has such a huge audience because a lot of people speak Spanish in this world, but a lot of people speak English too. So the first person to become like really like super global is the first person to implement Spanish and English in music.
Yeah, like simultaneously. Yeah,
100%. Yeah, you give them a little bit of everything, you know. So Latin music, I want to try that. More R&B. I feel like the R&B side was really.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
That surprised me a lot because.
Really.
Yeah, like. I never really tried to write R&B music like that. You know, rap was really my forte, or so I thought. And one of the songs, Just Because with Little Doozy, that's the first time I really ever sang on a record.
That's crazy because when I was listening to like your project, got to that song and I was like, whoa, like played it back like 2, 3, 4 times. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, like this is the one that sticks out to me because I sent it to our group chat and I was like, hey, like we're getting this guy on the pod in a couple weeks, but I want y'all to listen to this song. And then I was like, y'all like that, then go listen to this project. But that's crazy that that's your first time singing, too.
Before that, I was really just nervous. You know, I'd always, like, practice singing in the shower. Like, you know, all of us do that. You know, but, like, the first time I really tried to approach it was, you know, at 9 a.m. for a 12-hour studio session. I was just like, you know, let me try it. You know, see what happens, see what sticks. And I made the whole thing in 1 hour. Wow. Really? Crazy. Yeah, off of just, like, a whim. You know, music, you're supposed to have fun. You're supposed to just test. Yeah. So I think that's a good example of trial and error. You know, just seeing what sticks and what doesn't.
Yeah. Do you have to listen to a beat first and then make music? Yeah.
Sometimes what I used to do, I used to have my phone kind of sitting on the voice memo app and just like leave it playing, and then I'd play the beat and like instantly I would have like a whole song like basically through like the whole beat. Like I would literally envision the whole song and I'd be like the first 5 seconds of beat starts playing, like I'm already coming up with the hook, like I'm singing it as if the words are already there. And I have a really unconventional way of approaching music, but I think that's what makes it, you know, unique. Like it sounds a lot different than how some people like punch in line for line in the studio. Like I think Quinn, he does a lot of punch-ins. You know, it's not a bad thing. You know, it sounds really good for some artists. He's one of the examples.
We have a friend, Sias. He kind of like, he's like that. He'll punch in.
Yeah, they'll punch in. You know, it works for some people. I feel like for me, I've punched in a few times. You probably couldn't really tell too much, but like some people it just sticks out a lot. Yeah. You know, so I just kind of go about it like that.
Do you think it sticks out a lot because of like their engineer?
Yeah,
I think that's probably like they don't hide it as much, you know.
Yeah, some engineers are good at like putting faders or like transitions or whatever, like placement. Sam Hines, that's my engineer. He did a really good job. So some of those are like punch-ins, but it's, you know, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, you
know what
can't.
I mean?
Yeah, it sounds.
That's really clean.
It's like because it's another thing. Like people drop stuff all the time, but like this sounds like really, really polished, like production and stuff like that.
Sounds really good.
Like
Appreciate it.
The quality is already up to par. So I guess was that always kind of your standard? Like, did you drop singles prior, or is this like your first?
My
thing
first
ever
ever music ever.
Wow.
Yeah. And I had a goal. It's funny you brought up College Dropout. That's one of my main inspirations. He delayed that album, I think, 3 years before it really came out. And for his first body of work, it's crazy how good it sounds. Through the Wire, Family Business, Spaceship. Like, he has so much stuff on there. It's just like blows you away. Like, that's his first project, you know, while he was, I think, making beats for Jay-Z for the Blueprint and all that. So for this, Drake, too, his earlier mixtapes, Comeback Season, Room for Improvement, those came out 07, 08. That inspired me a lot. You know, I want to set the bar high really early so people get that I'm really serious about music, that I'm really serious about replay value and everything, because a lot of people, you know, they'll just drop stuff and few weeks people forget about it. Nobody really goes back to listen to it.
Well, a conversation that we've had, because we've had a few artists on recently, but a conversation that keeps coming up is like the music nowadays is kind of just, he always says it's just fast food.
Yeah,
and then everybody's just constantly dropping. But it also sucks because the fans, the consumers, are the reason why people drop because they want. And at some point you can only drop so much before it stops.
Yeah,
stop being good.
Yeah. So, like, that's why I have a lot of respect. You know, earlier talking about Bad Bunny, like, he put out a lot of music before that. And for that album to do that well, for people to enjoy it that much, that's really, like, a rare thing. Drake, too, he's good at track listing and stuff, you know, dropping every now and then. He used to drop a lot more. Future, too, he drops a lot of music. And sometimes, like, it blows me away how I'm still able to listen to it and be like, damn, like, he still got it.
That's my guy.
Bro, yeah, for sure.
No, I Never Liked You. That shit blew me away. That's
that's
a great album.
Yeah. That album's crazy. I didn't. So I listened to it when it first, because I love Future.
Yeah,
I love Future.
One of the best artists ever.
People will say you're toxic because you listen to Future, but like, bro, if you listen to Future, that man's actually really nice.
He's saying some real shit.
He says a lot of real shit.
Yeah, he can like. He raps way better than these like people that are like trap rappers.
Yeah,
they like typize.
He articulates himself really well.
He's really
knows how to
good.
put his words together.
Yeah, and I really don't think he's. I mean, he probably is. Well, I'm gonna say I really don't think he's that toxic, but I don't think he's that toxic. But it's just more of like he just plays the role because that's how he's like viewed as like the toxic.
Definitely
king.
part of it. Like you gotta sell yourself.
It's just like certain moments, like the Scottie Pippen thing, where it's like I just yo bitch and some Gucci flip flops. Yeah,
and then with the whole Sierra thing.
Yeah,
drinking
creatine.
Yeah, I was playing with Bash on the game the other day, and I was like, bro, you know, song I just revisited, and I said that one, and he was like, he's a fool for that one, man.
No, he's really crazy. I feel like people just pick certain things and make it their, you know, his whole personality. He's really good, you know, like switching it up. So, you know, the toxic thing, I never really got that either. But
bro, he can literally do it all.
Versatile as fuck. I'll give him that. Very good.
Yeah, Future's not. I guess he's toxic, but like he just, if you like listen to what he's saying, I mean he's saying some real shit.
Yeah.
And he, like you say, he knows how to articulate himself, and it's funny too because like I'm a very lyrical person.
Yeah.
But when you think of Future, you don't like think of lyrics, but like he actually is like lyrical.
Yeah, and it's like crazy. You know, trap rappers, they have like one subject. Yeah, there's like certain subjects. Future somehow just like makes it interesting. He'll talk about like perks, pills, and you know, he just puts it like in an interesting way. You know, we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, then he's like low-key sensitive. So like he'll be like he's toxic, but he's like has a lot of sensitive. Hendrix is my favorite.
Hendrix goes crazy.
That's my favorite.
Top to bottom, crazy. That's my favorite Future album.
Yeah.
It's just because it's different, and he dropped it right after his self-titled, and it was like completely different.
High Off Life too. I love that album.
Yes.
So that was like a sleeper for me. High Off Life.
Oh, really?
Yes, that that album was a sleeper for me. And so was
that's how the Wizard is for me.
Wizard. Yeah.
So was I like that one off rip.
Well, no, I liked it, but I'm just saying like I don't really go back and listen to it.
So
and Evil,
Evil I loved off rip.
Wow.
But
but that's because I was going through all the mixtape.
Purple
like,
Rain
bro,
too.
Like,
Purple Rain I loved all the stuff I loved off rip, but like High Off Life, I don't know. it wasn't until recently, really, when I up the river, when I just started to
yeah,
lose
that
up the
shit's
river
crazy.
more. I was like, man, let me go back to this.
Solitude's up the river.
And then Solitaire, Up the River, High
Bro,
Tech.
I'm about to listen to all
High
that
Tech.
tonight.
Hold on, he's got one song on there that's like actually crazy.
I mean, every single song on there is crazy.
It's like one of those standouts. Like when I heard it for the first time, I was like, "What in the world?"
That's how it was for Solitaire with him and Travis.
Accepting my flaws.
Yes.
That song
Yeah.
was crazy.
Yeah. Here in my collection for the first time.
That's a crazy song, man. That's a crazy.
Bro,
But
crazy.
so going back to I Don't Like You, at first I didn't really like it.
That's
Except
crazy.
for like
Wait for you.
obviously Wait For You.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
that I think for me that song, I think it's the beat that gets me on that
Yeah,
song.
that beat is real.
Tim, she's amazing.
That because like I don't know. I mean the lyrics are cool, but that beat like that shit just just sits with me. I don't know. I love that beat.
That's a crazy beat.
Yeah, but what drove me back to that album was fucking
Yeah, the song where he's in Paris. What is that song called?
I mean
712.
nope.
No, back to the basics.
Nope.
No, I'm about to.
I know what it
I'm about
is.
to find it. Hold on.
You know what it is.
Shit.
I'm that what.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
literally that.
Yeah,
literally.
that was a song that like drove me back to that album just because of the music video
The
alone.
video is crazy.
Oh, really?
Bro,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
just
think I watched
because
the video.
He's like
for
just
that
in
one.
Paris.
he's just in
bro, but,
Paris,
like,
just bro.
it's just like damn, that's really Future in Paris, and he has this like just like a simple outfit, but it's this nice ass white jacket,
he say?
and then like this nice like his jewelry, but
Just
just
don't
like
mess with my legacy. He said something about like, don't mess with my legacy. I got more stripes than the referee trapped in the sport.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, come on.
yeah, and like he talked about how the music video like made him like the song more in a way,
That's interesting.
and that's like how CDs are coming back and whatnot, music videos, and we were talking about Cole Bennett off camera, like.
Yeah.
He cut him, and then obviously some other people have kind of brought that back. Because for me, at least, when I have friends over, people over pre-gaming, instead of playing off like an aux, I'm like let's play off the TV, have the music videos going. You like have that vibe. You can like see and illustrate the artist. And I think it's just more of just because of like kind of what we do, like visual stuff.
Yeah.
But for artists, I think that's so key to drop. Honestly,
Music
if you
videos.
have the money, as much music videos as you can. Because
Yeah.
like Future was dropping even before Cole Bennett, he was dropping like damn near like Dirty Sprite 2 damn near has a video for every single
Every
song.
song.
Yeah,
So,
that's
like,
true.
How important do you think that is for branding
Music
yourself?
videos is super important. I'm actually working on some music videos right now. I wanna work on a music video with Grace, but she hasn't hit me back. She's kind of busy right now working on her album. For that, I can I have so many ideas for that. Like I said, it's like something chill music, kind of laid back music. So when I think of that, I think of like some chill shit you could really. Like those movies you watch in the theater, you know what I mean? Like those really chill movies, that's kind of how I see it. I kind of see it like as a movie that plays back to forth. And music videos, just driving a certain audience, people that enjoy watching the visuals with the music.
So when you were thinking about that or saying that, I immediately, my mind went to like the Churchill's Down video.
Yeah.
Because it's like very like chill, but it's like it looks great. It looks like a cinematic masterpiece.
And even on I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good, bro.
Even for the visuals for Spotify, I did like an animated thing.
Yeah.
Animated that with my friend Eric. So whenever you play some of the music, has like you can't really see it.
Is it like what J. Cole did with his last album?
Yeah, like where the smoke's moving in the background, like the head's kind of
visual-
moving.
Bro,
Yeah.
Spotify is so much better than Apple.
Way
Well,
better.
no.
I know,
Apple,
but you can't-
Apple does that. J. Cole's album does that.
Yeah, it is like
For
they
real?
limit it.
Yeah.
They limit it to certain artists, which kind of
Yeah.
sucks. Like labels.
Yeah, because like all my friends, like Cayman's does that. Like he puts stuff on there.
yeah.
His last album, The Smoke in the Background.
Really?
Oh,
moves
yeah,
on-
with the
moves.
basketball.
For
Yeah,
real?
it's,
Yeah, yeah.
it's like on fire too. It like moves around.
Bro, I did not know that.
It's only certain ones. I think.
Yeah, I see it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, I was not paying attention.
Imagine the visuals for Donda. Just a black screen.
That's funny.
How do you feel about Kanye now, actually?
Man, his music. I'll give him that. His music will always be like crazy to me.
I mean, it's cemented in history for sure.
And his fashion too.
Even he's done so much for the world. It's just so hard to separate the art from the artist sometimes. Like, man, I don't know. It's a tough subject.
I just do. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, you have to.
that's how I am too.
You just have to.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
because I mean,
Hey.
I'm not gonna say like who I'm thinking about.
Who? Oh yeah,
Like he's nice. Like his music is great. He's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll still say it because I still listen to him. But
R. Kelly?
yeah, R. Kelly.
Like,
Yeah.
Like I mean, he did what he did, but it's like
bro, he has
you
like,
can't.
yeah, he just
for me, you
I
just
think
can't take away
he's like
from
what he did for R&B is just like I'm not gonna not listen to it when it comes on. Like I'm not gonna just turn it off.
he's a staple in the game.
Yeah.
Like
true.
he's a staple in that era, and then like you said, what he did for R&B music.
Like deadass.
think-
Like my parents have every single R. Kelly CD ever.
So did my parents.
Yeah.
I think what makes Kanye so much different, he just like kept doing stuff over the years. Like R. Kelly, he's really just like that one thing, right? Just the stuff he did. Kanye, he just like said so much like hateful stuff. It's just almost so hard to like look away from that. At some point, it just gets to a point where you just really don't want to.
I just feel like Kanye's thing is go against the grain.
Controversy.
Well,
Yeah.
I think he just
Because
needs
that's
help, too.
but on the documentary that's literally how he's always been, to just
Yeah.
go against the grain.
See, like that too, like knowing everything he did, even when that came out, I was still able to watch that. It was really
Yeah.
inspiring, really.
Yeah,
Great.
it's great. Yeah.
It was great.
Amazing. That's what inspired my documentary that I'm working on, kind of something like the Genius
Okay.
one.
Yeah,
Some of that.
bro, is people. I feel like artists talking about music videos and like going into like your documentary. I feel like artists aren't putting out enough content.
Yeah.
and that can be anything. Because I mean, for us, like when we were growing up off of music, like Logic, Big Sean, Wiz Khalifa was like the first person
For
to
sure.
do it, but they started like their
No, Big
vlogs.
Sean did it.
Yeah,
Kush
I forgot what
OJ?
his is called.
No, so it started off around that time, but way back
Action
then,
Bronson.
Wiz Khalifa vlogged, and it was called Day to Day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Logic also vlogged too, and it was called A Day in the Life.
Oh, X did some too, right? On his channel, he'd upload vlogs.
I don't know.
Something like
I don't. But that's what got me big into Wiz Khalifa back then was the vlogs.
Interactive.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's
bro.
like
They would just show them literally whatever they're doing that day. They like just was they record and they just upload it.
Yeah.
It's like you can like kind of follow them along.
Yeah.
It's cool.
and I'm with him. And I feel like that's very important because are you a gamer at all?
Yeah.
Like, are you like? Do you know much about like esports, like
So
the competitive side of it?
not really. I played a lot of video games though.
So there's a team called Optic, but the reason Optic has such a big fan base, and the reason I fell in love with Optic is because they did the same thing. Like the main guy Hex would vlog, and he would go to the player's house every day and film it, and then like
He's interactive.
the players would be in the vlogs, and they'll make YouTube videos and whatnot, and it's like you get to see just more than them competing. And
Yeah.
that's important because you like somebody because of
What they do.
yeah,
like the
yeah.
behind the scenes.
Yeah,
I feel
behind the
like
scenes.
this
Yeah.
is so important.
I try to do that on my Instagram too. I'm trying to be like interactive with people, like ask them, get engagement. And it's kind of hard right now because the way Instagram's algorithm is, certain
Yeah.
people that you want to see it won't necessarily see it. So like the documentary, that definitely plays into it. The rollout, even like the CDs, the stickers and everything, like at some point I'm going to have like a bunch of CDs. Like if people want them, buy them and I'll sign it for them, and give them a little special thank you card. Or something like that.
You know what's crazy too is like you're talking about the documentary and you posted that like clip
Yeah.
on your Instagram of like it was like 50 seconds or whatever.
Yeah.
And like that like obviously you didn't have any music out at the time. So when I saw
Yeah.
that and I like watched it all the way through and then like just saw the quality of that, I was like,
Trailer.
oh, okay. I was like he's probably gonna deliver something good.
Yeah, even
you
then,
know
like,
what I mean?
I did
Like that
all
got
the
me
work.
like there was a nice little anticipation.
Yeah, even then I kind of I did all the work for like the editing and everything. I
Okay.
really put the whole thing together. I had like an idea in my head, like a rollout. Like I want people to really feel encapsulated in what I'm doing. And so, the hype behind it was, in my area, like Round Rock, whatever. When I first started talking about it, was pretty up there, and I think I did a pretty good job at kind of solidifying how it felt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nice. Do you think at this day and age, content is just as important as the album?
100%.
Yeah,
A lot of people don't realize it. Like Travis Scott, he's very interactive with his fan, like very interactive. Before the Astrofest stuff, happened, I remember he would like do those drops. He'd have a lot of people tuned in, or like he would go to McDonald's whenever his stuff would drop, and he'd literally interact with people. Go out to see people. And he has that cafe in Houston that he used to go to, the Space City Cafe. Yeah. He used to go out and greet people, I believe. or
He used to
something like
tweet too. Like I honestly haven't seen him tweeting forever, but he used to
Yeah.
like he'll tweet to be like his rollout and stuff, and he'll be like, "Oh, I'm about to drop this," and like his
Yeah.
tweets would have so much engagement. People were, or it'd just be like LaFlame
His
or
shit
whatever,
was
and like
popping.
everyone's like, "Oh shit, Travis tweeted or whatever."
That's why I like The Weeknd too. He's really interactive with his fans. Even with the Avatar stuff, he's really good at he's really good at like delivering, like even shows and performances too. He puts a lot of work into that. The whole After Hours era, he gave people so much content. A lot of people don't even realize he put a whole story behind it. The project.
See, I'm not a big. Not that I'm not a big Weeknd fan. Like that. I don't like him. I just don't listen to his music. So like a lot of the Weeknd songs, I don't know.
Oh man,
yeah.
you're missing out.
I'm kind of the same way. Like I kind of stopped listening to the Weeknd after.
Beauty Behind Madness?
No, what's the one that has like
Starboy?
Yes, like after that one.
I never even listened to him.
That's crazy.
When he came out, it was like I don't even know what that's called. Like the black and white one.
Yeah.
What is that called?
Trilogy.
Yeah.
Like that. Like I was listening to him like early. So like now, for me at least, his music became like just too like mainstream.
No, and it's
You know what I
crazy.
mean?
It's crazy you say mainstream because his stuff is like really. He's number one on Spotify. He just broke the record at 97 million monthly.
Yeah, and like I don't really care if it's mainstream or not. But I just think for me, like now when I think of The Weeknd, I immediately think of like a Super Bowl commercial. I immediately think of like going to like a Nordstrom and here, like that's like what commercials.
You got to give After Hours a try.
So I need to.
No, that's like a whole story on its own.
I just never started. I don't know.
Man,
not that like there's just nothing like I don't. Not that I don't like him or anything. The only Weeknd songs, going back to him, the only Weeknd songs
big ones?
with Future.
with Future.
Yeah. Hey, that probably,
and they go crazy.
No, going back to that. You were talking about Evo. That was a great project.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just like
Evil go
it was
crazy.
good, but then like
Blow
when you
backwards.
compare it to what it was coming out around it from him, it's just not better than those.
Man, Evo was a crazy like change in directory. I remember a photocopied. I heard that for the first time. That beat is crazy.
Yeah,
Or,
the
like,
beats are
Low
crazy.
Life. God,
Low Life goes crazy.
I wish I could go back to when I first heard those.
But he was like dropping all those mixtapes and stuff, and I was just like, bro, it was ridiculous, bro. Like 56 Nights, like
Nah, 56 Nights was crazy.
E.T.
The story behind it is crazier. The
Yeah.
producer spent like 56 days in jail or
And,
something.
Yes, bro. Like,
yeah.
that's like, what?
They had his hard drive because that's when he was gonna drop. He was gonna drop an album, and then that got taken, or a mixtape,
Yeah.
and that got taken, and then he was like, "That's when I did Beast Mode."
I'm dead.
But Beast Mode goes hard too.
They all, bro, Monster, like all that stuff was coming out.
Monster.
That's why I'm
Yeah,
saying like I was
Monster.
just all that stuff was out, so I was just like comparing like
No,
everything to Evil.
Future is definitely one of those artists. I gotta work with him in the future. Like I need to before he retires.
Damn,
And he's been at
save
it
those
for a while.
answers. Save those answers.
Yeah.
Save those answers.
I'm trying to think what else I want to ask on here. Yeah, that's probably it. Because everything else I
No.
want to.
Oh, go
Well,
ahead.
it's like those type of questions.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I don't know. I love Future. I can't.
Yeah, Future is one of the best ever.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, for
there's
sure.
an argument for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like people like don't look at it, but then like you start bringing up like certain accolades and stuff. It's like, damn, he's up there with them, like
drop,
with them.
Like 3 albums 1 year, all of them went number 1.
Yeah, and then like before 21 and Drake dropped, he was like the only person to have a collab project with Drake, and
Yep.
like just other accolades.
Do you like the Drake Future or Drake 21 better? Not even like that, but like just the features in general.
It's really close. I ain't gonna lie. Drake and Future go crazy. Yeah, I can't hold that. But like
I
Drake
kinda-
and 21 is just.
I
Like,
kind of like the Drake 21 better. I'm not gonna
it's
lie.
like
to
a
you.
different ball game.
It is.
You know, Drake and Future. I feel like you can kind of expect what you're gonna hear. But like 21, even then, I would also argue he's one of like the best new rappers, and he's really developed
Yeah.
a lot. So
Yeah.
he's really expansive. Not to say that Future's not expansive.
Yeah.
But when I think of Drake and Future, I can kind of hear the song in my head already.
Well, I feel like too when that album came out, it seemed like they kind of just put it out, like because they were both hot and like they were like, this will be crazy. Let's shake up music.
What a Time to Be Alive?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like this is crazy. Let's just shake up music. Like, let's put this out.
They did a
With
good
the
job.
21 and Drake, I feel like Drake and them, I feel like they were one actually together more, like in a studio.
Yeah.
Two, I also feel like Drake had been kind of hearing the noise.
Yeah.
Like his last probably 3 albums, they're good, but they weren't like what you're expecting from Drake, right? So I feel like he kind of heard the noise because I was just like, to me, Drake was becoming just so underwhelming. Like I knew what I was going to get every time, but when I dived into this project, I was like, oh,
he brings.
he's
the
like
best out
back,
of him.
yeah. So like, I felt like Drake was like, no, I'm gonna show up on this.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he needs to work with him again soon.
Yeah.
Even though they just dropped the whole project, I need to hear some more.
So,
Well, it looks like a young Jack Harlow, huh?
Yes, bro. Like when I first saw you, I was like, bro, that's exactly who you remind me.
Yeah, you might be
Dude,
Jack
no,
Harlow. Yeah.
it's crazy because I swear to God, before he even had his hair like this, I had mine.
You had
before
like
his.
that?
I swear to God, my first ever haircut. I'm gonna show y'all a picture.
No, Jack Harlow used to not look like that because,
he had those really long, like thin.
and he used to wear glasses.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I used to have an afro. A lot of people think I have a perm, but my hair is like I genuinely like, you know what I mean? Like I genuinely have curly hair. So like my hair.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
Like
I
Aubrey
used to
back
have
in the
an
day.
Afro. No,
You gotta do that again, and then like
afro.
do like some like a '70s music video. That'd be fun.
No, for real. I think this one. When I look back on this picture, I kind of see like the most nostalgia. My afro, I feel like that was prime afro.
Damn.
For me.
That crew neck is hard.
Appreciate
OVO.
it, yeah.
Shit
I got
is
that
live.
during school.
Damn,
Like 120.
that's crazy.
Yeah, no, I had an afro, and then my hair just kind of started taking shape, and then around the same time, Jack Harlow started coming onto the scene. So there's a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
And I swear it's unintentional. Like there's no intention for me like, oh, I'm gonna sound like him, or like, you know what I mean? Like I listen to his music sometimes. I respect him as an artist, but like I think it's just because he branches off of Drake a lot, and I do too. I think that's where
His first album for me,
The other one is in the back seat.
yeah, that I like that better than the last one because it was like,
that's what they all say.
yeah, bro, that album's crazy to me. That's like that's like one of the better like debut albums in like recent memory.
It was really good.
It was really good.
21C/Delta.
Yeah, yes, bro,
Yeah.
yes. That's
song.
it. That's it for me.
I don't really listen to Jack
Funny
Harlow.
seeing you here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like Keep It Light too.
Yeah.
That's a very Drake song.
Oh yeah, bro. That music video is crazy.
For sure. That shit is
You know what I'm
crazy.
talking about? Like
Yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah. Yeah.
Dude, no, like I think also like there's just a lot of similarities between me and him. I feel like we genuinely just had the same approach kind of at the same time, but he was in the
Kind of
spotlight
the same
first.
to it music.
Yeah. I try
Smooth.
to differentiate from it because I know he doesn't like the singing on there, like the R&B. I know he doesn't have stuff like that out, so I tried to distinguish myself. You know what I mean? From
You got to separate yourself.
Exactly.
It's important.
Exactly.
Definitely.
And I tried to hit different styles too. Like the first song, I don't know if y'all listen to Nardo Wick a whole lot.
I do.
I love Nardo
Again,
Wick.
Because
with
my
Future.
brother.
Me
Yeah,
or something.
exactly.
The only Nardo Wick I listen to, a Nardo Wick song I listen to
Future.
is me and some was with Future, Lil Baby,
Future,
and
Lil
Nardo.
Baby,
Yeah, I
Nardo
know.
Wick.
Yeah,
I'm
that's the
really,
only one.
really big Nardo Wick fan. Even though he's only like 20, I say he's one of the best newcomer.
My
rappers.
brother showed me him, so I feel like it's definitely like a younger,
younger generation.
Because I didn't even know who he was. Well, that's a lie. I heard because I watch like every
Who
single
Wants Smoke?
Yeah, and Cole Bennett did that video. So when I watched that, I was like, oh. And then that song is just crazy. Like 21
Yeah.
and all of them are on it.
Video too.
Lil Durk at the time was like that's all I was listening to. Like
Yeah,
at one point.
7220.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
But-
Nardo, you can definitely hear the influence in the first one. I kind of just try to put styles together so people wouldn't be like, oh, this guy's just trying to be, Jack Harlow or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like you said, you kind of have to because people are just gonna they're just gonna look at you and be like, oh, that's Jack Harlow.
Yeah.
Like people just do that, without even
Yeah,
giving it a chance.
It really used to annoy me, and it's funny that we're talking about this.
Yeah.
Everyone used to be like, "Bro, do you know you look like Jack Harlow?" I was like, I haven't heard it like the first time. It's probably the fucking second, third million time. A week ago at my job, these people came up to me and they're like, "Have you ever been told that you look like Rich the Mack?" Which blew my mind. That was the first time I ever heard
Wait,
that.
What?
A week
Yeah.
ago?
Yeah, I literally just
Like,
met these people. Maybe
when
not
you're-
a week ago. Maybe like a few days ago. Took a picture with them at my job.
That's crazy.
That my first ever like real like supporters like fans. They're like
That you had no idea.
exactly. They just pulled up and they're like, "Has anyone told you that you look like Rich the Mack?" And that like from that day, like 4 days ago, I was just like, wow, bro. Like I actually like distinguish myself. Like I'm actually like in my own lane for once in my life.
That's crazy.
That's crazy though, because you
That
just
is.
dropped.
For the last 3 years of my life, that's all I heard.
I'd
was
probably
Jack
cry,
Harlow.
to be honest with you.
No, I almost did. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
And
that's crazy.
That's just surreal.
That's very surreal. It's like, wow, I'm like really in the game now. Like I'm really like cementing myself in somebody's life to where like, oh, they don't think I'm just like some Jack Harlow, wannabe clone.
How'd they find you? Like, did you ask them like how they found you, your music?
I should have asked them because I was grabbing something from the shelf.
Yeah.
And I swear I heard the guy already say, he's like, is that the Mac dude or some shit like that? And then
That's
the
insane.
girl was like, has anyone told you you look like Rich the Mac? And I had my name tag and I was like, yeah, that's me. And they're like, oh shit, that's actually him. So I don't know how they found me, but that was a surreal moment.
That's dope.
That's
dope.
crazy,
5
bro.
days into my music
Yeah.
career.
That's dope.
That's
blew my
crazy.
mind.
That's
It blew
fire.
my mind.
But that shows that you got a
Blew my
calling and like what you're doing is like
Getting
your path.
recognition. Yeah, and it's still
and you're just starting, you know.
For sure, yeah.
So everything's like aligning. It's insane.
It's crazy how the stars align.
Yeah, especially if you're doing it purposefully.
Yeah, no, I didn't tell y'all. Drake's dad follows me on Instagram.
For real?
Yeah, I really don't know why. I really don't know why.
That's random.
It just happened. It was during my shoe phase. Whenever I had my YouTube videos up, so I don't know if you watched one of them, but let's see.
I remember you. I think you told me about that.
Yeah. Drake's dad follows me.
Damn, that's crazy.
I really don't know why, but one day I'm gonna just DM him. Fuck it, I'll probably do it right now. Like check out my stuff. I'm a really big fan. Of Drake's work. I don't know how close they are, so I don't want to like fan out. Or, like,
for sure.
Be like a
but
weird
you never know.
Yeah.
And Drake is one of those people. Like Drake is like
he shows love to other artists.
Like he like follows everybody, and then he like I don't know. You get that Drake feature. It's your career is
Yeah, and I think
that's all you need.
I think that's also kind of dangerous too. Like
it is
Drake
very.
feature. Block Boy JB. That's crazy. What happened to him after?
Well, I knew he wasn't gonna blow up because the song was crazy. But like when I would listen to his projects, it just literally sounded like his song was just like freestyled, and they just cut it up and then like rearranged the pieces. Like that's how it sounded when I listened to it.
Like no disrespect to Block Boy JB.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's the Drake feature really is like a gift and a curse because like it'll take you so far with like if you're not in that light for much longer,
Like who's that one? He had that one song with that Smiley guy. And bro, his verse.
Me and Dior and Drip gone better.
Yeah, his verse. I'm sorry, it just wasn't it. But Drake, I would listen to that song because of Drake's verse.
But it's crazy. Like Drake's not just hopping on just to hop on. Like he really admires the artist.
It's crazy.
Talents. Like he's still with Smiley to this day.
Yeah.
I guess making music with him. I don't know. I remember the McConan. You remember Tuesday?
Yes, I was about to bring him up too.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Tuesday. I don't know what the hell happened to him after that, but. Drake, I'm pretty sure they were cool, and then something happened. So,
Fetty Wap.
Oh my God, bro! Fetty Wap was the most untapped potential in an artist ever, and then don't know what happened. He just stopped,
Bro, he was going crazy, bro. He had like every hit for like that summer, probably at least.
I still wonder what happened to him. Some of his label, I think.
We just watched a video on him the other day. I think CJ had it on.
He got charged with like drugs.
Really?
Before that,
he was on No Jumper. I watched it. Before that,
there was like a video they watched. I forgot what necessarily happened, but it had a lot to do with his circle.
Damn. Yeah, it's always leads back to the circle.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. He was paying like I watched his No Jumper video. He was paying like 50 something different like rents. Or like mortgage.
He was paying $150,000 a month in
some shit like that. And bills. Yeah, and
what
bills.
The fuck?
Just he had houses and
like 13 houses. Or some shit like that.
That's just poor
apartments
management. That's just poor money management at that point.
Yeah.
No, that sucks. What happened to his daughter? I really believe in like all honestly, there's some parallel universe where Fetty Wap like really stayed in the spotlight. And he's as big as Drake or like maybe even bigger. His singing performance is crazy. I remember 6, 7, 9. Damn, the Baby Won't You Come My Way, like all those like really when I heard that, even with the Drake feature, I was like, damn, like he's like one of the first artists that like didn't die off after a Drake feature,
Yeah, exactly.
That's rare,
and it was early on too when Drake was like. Obviously, Drake is still Drake, but it was when Drake was just like, geez, like like just gold.
Like when Lil Wayne, brought him out in the spotlight. That's kind of like what Drake is now.
Yeah,
Drake is like the Lil Wayne of right now.
Yeah, I wonder who's gonna be next. I'm curious.
Yeah, it could be sitting in this room.
I like that answer.
Let's see how it ages.
And I like that answer, bro. I like that.
Facts.
One quick thing. So you talked about like how you did shoes and like fashion and stuff like that. How much is that? Like, how important do you think that is for you as an artist? Like, do you got to be seen? Because, you gotta, like, are wearing jewelry and stuff. Like, what do you think about that?
How they have, like, those mood display boards on, like, Facebook or whatever? I feel like the outfit you wear kind of, like, displays your mood. It, like, displays what you have to say. So, like, one of the higher fashion artists, Kanye, Bad Bunny, too, he wears, like, a lot of exotic or, like, stuff nobody else would really wear. It's, like, expressing yourself basically through a different medium, kind of like how music is. So fashion, some rappers aren't the most fashionable, or like even basketball players, but like fashion, I feel like kind of ties in hand with like the music. So if you're making certain types of music, you'll dress certain ways. Or like what I was talking about with The Weeknd with the whole story, he was wearing that red suit, he had the bloody nose and everything. Like, what I mean? Like the clothing he wore, like everything really played into part of the art, kind of like the artist really.
Yeah. One last big question for me. I guess 2-part question. One, when do you plan on showing your mom your music? And then 2, how nerve-wracking was it for you to make this, finally be done with it, and show other people?
It took a lot of weight off my shoulders. I ain't gonna lie. For the last 2-3 years, I was really like planning this whole project. I only really ever showed like 4 people, some of the music I made. And, like when it's your friends, like you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt because you don't know if they're just being, nice to you or, they're just being, like, oh, like it sounds fine, whatever. But when I really like showed it to everyone, like when I dropped it, I swear to God, like I wasn't checking my phone or nothing. I was really scared, what everyone thought. So through that whole process, I kind of just had to open up. I had to work around other people. And as far as, showing it to my mom, she might have already heard it, and I just don't know, So being able to show her, what I'm able to do, it might surprise her. It might, she might be like, why are you making this type of music? She's a Hispanic mom, so you know how that goes with rap music and everything. Yeah, it's
When do you plan on showing her?
Man, the next time she's in my car, I'm gonna just have it playing in the background. If she notices, I'm gonna be like,
Wow.
You know who that is? That's me.
Yeah.
That's me. I'm gonna be playing one of the singing ones probably.
What if you I was thinking, like, what if you, like, because you talk about dabbling into like Latin music. What if you, like,
Spanish,
that's like the first thing you
No,
start?
that would be crazy.
Or you think it'll be
that would be fucking crazy. That would be
I don't know.
crazy. No, my mom, like, she taught me Spanish.
Okay.
But she didn't, like, go like super deep into it. So a lot of
Yeah.
it I kind of just learned on my own. But if my mom heard all of that, she'd probably, like, her brain would explode probably. Like right there in the car, she would be speechless probably. But Latin music's also kind of like really like R-rated sometimes.
Yeah. It'd be sounding.
I mean,
like,
that's the culture.
Yeah.
That's how
that's
it
how it
is.
is. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, I'd be walking on thin ice, but
Yeah.
still be down to show her, what I can do.
I don't know. Like
Especially the older you get, though.
Yeah.
when back in like the 90s era, like whatever you rapped about, that's kind of like what you lived.
life
But
you
nowadays, it's like
You kind of just
you have whatever you write about. It's just for entertainment purposes.
Like I'm not gonna lie, on the project there's some lines in there like obviously not true. Like I'm flying private, I'm Dab Up the pilot.
Yeah.
It's more like a manifestation.
And not even that, but it's like that just
sounds cool.
I mean, it sounds cool. Like you write, you sing for entertainment.
Yeah, like I try to stay to, I write what I live. I'm never gonna be like, I'm like shooting up the block somewhere, trapping out the bando.
Yeah.
But like music to me is like a medium to express yourself. So, however people perceive it, it's just.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of artists, even as, from the hood or as popular as they are, I mean, it's definitely like a little stretching of the truth just because this is what you got to do. Yeah.
Just making it sound better.
Exactly.
Yeah. Last thing for me, little rapid fire questions.
Got you.
Favorite rapper of all time?
Drake.
Sounds quick. Just like that?
Yep.
You know what's funny, which I haven't brought up yet, is when I sent him your music, he was like,
Drake.
Oh, I know. I showed him.
oh, okay.
I showed him.
Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always number one.
Number one. Okay. Rapper you dislike?
I would say probably maybe Blueface. Not like the terms of like, okay, maybe the music he makes too, but like, just like a person, I feel like he puts himself in dumb situations.
Especially
Bro,
right now.
Right
Yeah.
now,
Right now it's crazy.
dog.
I would
That's crazy.
Blueface probably.
Hey, get them
Like,
in the
if-
octagon for
Man,
sure.
for-
if he ever watches it, it's not like in a disrespectful way. It's just like, what I mean? Like, like, I would never get involved with that.
Yeah. Rapper that grew on you the most?
Definitely Tyler, the Creator. Grew on me a lot.
Good
When
answer.
I first heard him, I just didn't see the appeal.
Good
Now I like
great
understand
answer.
all of
I
it.
feel that like to the T.
Yeah.
He's a different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even like his cover arts too.
Yeah.
Shit's crazy.
Crazy.
I didn't appreciate it at the time when it came out like Flower Boy, but I understand it now. I really get it. I can listen to him.
Most overrated rapper?
Oh man. I don't want to say young boy, but I really just don't understand it. he makes good music, but me personally, I think the hype behind it doesn't, quite make sense.
I understand that you on that.
But like it's probably just like different lifestyles, like not to, like same thing with the Blueface, like not to mean any disrespect.
Yeah.
But it's like me as a, person, I just don't understand it, And maybe that's the point. Like I'm not supposed to get it.
Maybe.
No, that's fair. I understand.
Most underrated rapper.
I would say most underrated dude out in the project, Teddy Andres. That dude's crazy underrated. He should have been bigger, way bigger. I don't know what happened. Maybe label issues or something. I don't know. Should have been way bigger.
And then I can't remember if I mixed them up or not. I asked you your favorite rapper of all time. That was the first one.
Yeah.
Who's your GOAT rapper of all time?
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
One of the greatest. His punchlines still crazy to this day, like 30 years after his career started. That shit's insane to me. Still making music you can really listen to. So definitely Lil Wayne. I'd pay out my respects.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, that's it for me. Actually, let me see. Oh, if there's one artist you could have on your project or be on theirs, who would it be?
Shit, Drake. I don't want to go too too much Drake, but I really admire his music a lot. So Drake or singer, I could definitely say singers. I would definitely want to work with SZA. She's amazing.
Goes crazy,
God, bro. I love her music.
Yeah, she's phenomenal.
SZA goes
really
crazy.
SZA, singer, Drake, rapper.
Okay.
I guess since you was talking about earlier, who are some rappers you want to work with?
Kanye. I want to work with Kanye. All the other stuff aside. Kanye, Travis, Drake. I want to work with Teddy again on my project. I want to kind of, my answer's probably going to change, 5 years from now. But Little Baby, too. I love My Turn. That's one of the best albums from 2020.
That's great, too.
That shit's crazy replay value.
Yeah, really good.
That's the one with his faces on the...
It's the one where he's sitting on the ledge.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Little Baby. Just looking through my Apple playlist, too. I probably have a bunch on there. Bad Bunny, I want to work with him. That dude's crazy, creative. He knows how to articulate himself, even though it's a different language. Young Thug, I don't know his situation all too well, so, that's just a theoretical sense. Rick Ross.
I love Rick Ross.
Underrated.
If I had to answer the most underrated rapper, that's Rick Ross. Rick Ross. I love Rick Ross.
Yeah. Weeknd, oh my God, I want to work with The Weeknd so bad, y'all don't even know. The Weeknd is God, bro, his creative process is just different. Different from anything. Lil Wayne, Jay-Z. I really hope around the time I start getting to that point, Jay-Z would want to still be making music. Jay-Z, Beyonce too. I don't know, what her plans are for music. Travis, basically anyone I really grew up listening to. Bryson Tiller too. That's on my bucket list, personal bucket list. I love all the music he's ever dropped. Bryson Tiller is one of the biggest inspirations.
Okay.
Is there any artists coming up that's underrated that you think should be put on notice? It could be mainstream or people.
Yeah, he's in the Austin area artist. His name is Young E, the official. He's kind of underground right now, but if I show y'all something after this, you'll definitely understand what I mean. He has a Meek Mill type of approach.
Okay.
And even him, Meek Mill too. I'd want to work with him. He's a really dope artist.
What's his name?
Young E, the official. He's really, really, really underrated in the city. I think he should have blown up. He's his Instagram handle is Young E official or something.
And one last question that made me think of this. We didn't really touch on it, but we've been asking people it. Basically, being an artist from Austin, what do you think you guys have to do to kind of break through?
We have to do a lot because Austin is one of those places where there's just so many different, styles of music. It just feels like it's all clustered. It's really spaced out. Not to say diversity is a bad thing. I definitely try to reach towards diversity, but you have to really promote yourself. That's tying in back to that, really all that's just promotion, putting the QR codes on the back of my phone, giving them out to people 50 to put on the campus, whatever. You really have to put yourself out there. Austin has a potential to be a mecca for music. I think it should have already been,
For sure.
Grace Sorensen, she's amazing. That's another person I don't want to work with. Quinn, a lot of them, they really had their really one big hit, but it's all spaced out. Austin is just, you have to do everything by hand to really put yourself out there.
Sure.
Cool.
Before we hit this off, anything for us? Any other questions for us or anything?
Can I give a shout out?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Shout out Marcus Hill. Shout out Sam Hines, Grace Sorensen, Little Doozy. Shout out Bert. Shout out everybody in this room. Shout out my mom. Shout out to my dad. Rest in peace. Shout out to anybody that's really ever influenced me. There's probably a lot of names I'm forgetting. You know, a lot of people that have been there from the start when I began making music and believed in me. Shout out Louisa. Shout out Janaya. Shout out everyone. Yeah.
It's like that 2014 Forest Hills
Hell
Drive.
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, facts. That was dope.
Before we hit it off, y'all got anything? Bert, finally here. Thank you for being here.
Nah, man, it's cool.
Shout out Toga behind the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember telling him, like, bro, this sounds good. Like, just drop a single. He was like, nah, bro, it's got to be perfect. And I was like, come on, bro. Like, I was like, it'll be fine. And now I see why he waited. Because,
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be good, but I didn't think it was going to be, like, this good. Like,
Yeah, that's
it-
really
Appreciate
good.
that.
And I don't mean that, like
No, yeah, I know what you mean.
good, but
I get
was
that a
like,
lot.
yeah, you outdid yourself.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
That's great.
Next one.
CJ,
Next one be crazy.
got anything for my boy? All good?
Yeah, straight.
Alrighty. Well, thank you again coming on.
Appreciate it.
Won't be the first, won't be the last.
For sure. We got to do a
Means a lot.
follow up.
Okay.
Oh, for sure. Always.
Got to.
Building
Yeah,
our little
sorry.
family, man. It's dope. We're
Yeah,
excited to
for
see
real.
everybody grow.
Yeah,
For
it's
real.
fun.
Oh, shout out my brothers, Mike and David, and my stepbrother, Carlo.
They know you make music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope how y'all are all like kind of like
Connected.
we're just doing it like low key and then like
Yeah.
you know like your mom says like it's cool though. It's cool that like your siblings are like, nah, bro, we got you. Like
No, it's our little
That's
secret.
dope. Yeah.
Our little secret till it gets out, you know,
Oh, yeah,
whatever
that's
that
cool.
is.
Yeah. I think she'll be happy.
Yeah, hopefully.
Nah,
She'll understand it.
I think she'll be happy. You're her son. Dang.
Yeah, true.
If
We've been
you're-
through a lot,
Yeah. So I think she'll be happy.
for sure.
She might not understand it, but as long as you're happy, I think she'll be happy.
That's true. Very
Yeah.
true.
But hey, go run it up. Underdog everywhere.
Out now everywhere. At Rich the Mack, RICHTHEMACK on all platforms.
All right, and we'll have everything down below. I have it on the screen, whatnot.
Yes, sir.
But album, mixtape, fire.
Appreciate it.
Deluxe coming, you said February 24th.
Yep.
Make sure to stay tuned for that as well.
And quick question for y'all. What did y'all rate it out of 10 for just as it is? No meat riding, nothing. Just like how you feel about it. 1 to 10.
I don't know if
Maybe
you have
anything.
enough listens.
I don't have enough listens, so I'd have to go back. I've had one take through.
First impression.
Yeah, first impression. I never give anything any more than 10 out of 10. So probably like an 8.5. Because the production's good, the beat selection's good, the body of work just flows together, and then the overall just it is constructed well. So probably like
Appreciate
8.5.
Yeah, I would say probably like a 9. Because you have literally a song that's on my playlist, the one I've
That's
been playing.
crazy.
Like I love that
crazy.
song, bro. Like he said, the production is phenomenal. It's very
Appreciate
clean,
that.
concise. You can see where you're going with each song. As soon as they come on, you kind of know the direction and flow. You threw in a little fun freestyle like towards the end before the outro. So, I really enjoy it. And like Albert said, didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
But you dropped it, and I was like, well, we're getting them on the pod, so like I need to listen. And then I was like, bro, what? And then I sent it to them in the group chat like late at night. I was like, hey, like this is actually really good. So
I appreciate that.
It's super cool to see like your investment, your time, your energy, like it's paying off. And like it's always nerve wracking starting something.
Yeah, it
but
is
like
very nerve-wracking.
being able to just jump in there and like deliver is how you got to do it.
took a
Right?
lot
You
of
got to
weight
do it
off my
right.
shoulders.
And now
Yeah,
you know
it
you
took a lot of
can
weight
do
off my
it. So.
shoulders.
And you're talented. Obviously, like you believe in yourself, and now like you can kind of like someone saw you in the store, so like you gotta carry that through.
Literally, it's all thanks to him too. Like
That's dope.
No joke. Like this man literally was like my first, really like foot in the doorstep, like into not just meeting y'all, but like in general, like putting music out. Like he's always pushed me. He's always told me, you know, like I gotta start putting stuff out, you know, like even the photography thing, like he offered to do some free photos, like if I had a concert or something, just so he can practice, you know, he's putting like that vision in my head, like that I'm already gonna be at that point to where he can do that, you know, and provide a service or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's dope for sure.
Again, thank you for coming on.
No problem, bro.
Y'all know where to find him. Run it up. Like I said, he's family. Go show him some love. But that'll do it for my boys over here at Opinionated, and we'll catch y'all guys next time. Peace.
Peace.
I know you've been searching, I just been calling, wonder who you involved with when I seen you last time. And I know you've been on and off about your emotions. It's the last time that we spoken. It's been feeling like you straying from me. When you came around, I was feeling down. Treat you like a queen, gotta rock the crown. Show you how I mean when I'm back in town. I just wanna be right there when you need me. I need you. A lot of up and downs, we just gotta see it through. No one's gonna ever love you like I do, and that's why I gotta tell you. Just cause you love me and I love you doesn't mean that. Just cause we love each other doesn't mean that. We play games to test for our emotions, but you know my love and my loyalty, please don't fold that.